All right, so you guys are now going to see behind the scenes how I do my free 15-minute calls with you guys. So I've got the lovely Denise here with me. Hi, Denise.
Hi, Natasha.
Hi. So, Denise, I'm going to take you through what happens when people get in touch with me for, a free 15-minute conversation about their situation. And often during those calls, I do like a little mini energy check on people. I don't do the full hour check that I do for my consultations, but I definitely do a mini check on the most pressing issues that people face when they are trying to be on their soul mission purpose or they want to get on their soul mission purpose. So, why don't we start off with, hey, what inspired you to get in touch and reach out to me for this call, for this conversation?
I am facing a transition, which is a bit daunting, and I want to embrace it, and I want to be deeply anchored into it and make it into an expansive um, uh, progress for myself in terms of personal growth and expansion. So it has to do with a job contract, what got terminated not unexpectedly, suddenly, and due to the organization changes and everything. And I I want to be moving forward and develop my business and focus on that and um, develop my own success out of it.
Amazing, fantastic. And what would you say at the moment is something that you would like to embody more, experience more, or feel more comfortable about being now self-employed? Is there something that you'd like to feel better about?
Yeah, uncertainty, unknown. I'm very result focused. And when things don't happen in the timing that I would like to see, it makes me really nervous and and insecure. And so I would like to feel more at peace as I'm manifesting and to be more trusting of the process and have more comfort and enjoyment along the way.
Absolutely, absolutely. Because this is a new phase for you. And would you say that your self-employed business that you've started up now, is this more along the lines of your soul mission or your passion in life?
It is my passion for sure. You know, it is something that I can keep talking about and something that I can immerse endless hours learning. And I love finding ways to express it and to educate it to other people. So the learning and the input and also the output, I think having flow between those two and being able to share that and having people respond and give feedback, to me, this is very gratifying. And to be able to impact people's health in a very transformative way. So I would say it's very aligned. I feel very aligned to doing
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Great. And that word that you used there, flow, is really a very key component of what we need to be in order to be on our soul mission path or even more aligned. So
Mm,
the question is now, you have this desire for being in the flow state, and yet
mm,
at the moment you're facing uncertainty. Yes?
mm.
Okay.
Yes.
So, would you like to have a look at or sense the gap between the uncertainty and being in flow, in full alignment of your soul mission, and see what it is that can either be released or transformed to bridge that gap between those two
Well,
states.
yes, I didn't know that that was even possible. I didn't even think about that. I would love any of you facilitate that for me.
Great. So what I'm going to do next now is I'm going to get into a very into a deeper state, more of a trance-like state, so that I can connect to my higher self, which is my spiritual self, and then connect to you and your higher self, your spiritual self. So before I do that, would you just like to put into chat your full name? We don't have to say it out loud if you don't want to, for the benefit of others.
Okay, I did that.
Great, thank you so much. And I'm literally going to write your name down on a post-it note. And I have sacred Christic geometry in front of me. And literally, I am going to create that connection between my higher self and your higher self, and say some prayers first. This
Okay.
process can take up to 5 to 7 minutes, depending on what is going on. And I'm simply going to ask your higher self, what is the primary obstacle to release or process in order to get you more in alignment to your flow state with your soul mission.
Okay.
And as for you, I would just say, just be still with yourself, go into contemplation, and just remain open to whatever comes out of this inquiry.
Okay.
And we'll take it from there.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay. Just putting some protection around us, crystalline grid. Just checking the connection levels now. What level of connection is there? And what level of connection is to your higher self? Okay, let's do some checking now. Denise's higher self. It's the main issue we need to look at. Okay, I'm being pointed towards sacred geometry, so I'm just going to get my tables. For those of you who don't know what I was doing just then, I was doing dowsing based on Denise's higher self guidance. Yeah. So one of this sacred geometry, which is called Halu, is designed to break any negative patterns of the unconscious mind that we use to isolate ourselves from the truth. And this helps to destroy any illusions or denials that we have, whilst healing, our authentic self, our inner self. So this is mainly geared towards the mental body. So it's a symbol linked with truth, harmony, and balance. And it helps to deal with our dark side on the kind of mental level. And it's for helping people to deal with the world as it is and to release any sense of despair or abandonment or anger or prolonged uncertainty. So we're definitely looking at mental thought patterns here. Okay, let's ask the depth of uncertainty levels, depth of uncertainty levels. Okay, it goes down to minus 15D. So we have dimensions in darkness, dimensions in light, and the aim is to get into 0 point neutrality. So we've got this uncertainty pattern running at minus 15D, which we need to bring back into balance. Let's just identify is this from present life or past life. Okay, so it's from present life. And normally when we have these thought patterns running, we have what I call groups of limiting beliefs that are running the show. So let us just identify. So please indicate how many limiting beliefs are at play. 4. Okay, can you give me the first one, please? I am unworthy. Second one. I am disliked. I am disconnected. I am rejected. Okay. So it's definitely some mental thought patterns that need to be dismantled here. So it would be good to release these off. So let's ask higher self what could be some solutions to this. So the first thing is a need to reconnect to yourself, to your source energy. So there's a difference between listening to podcasts that remind us that we are source energy and the actual embodiment process of feeling, being that connection.
Got it.
So yeah, so that's the first step. And I have a program which I just released called Reconnect to Source Energy and Center Within Your Heart. I think that could be a good option for you. So next, what else does higher self recommend? Okay. So in case any of you are wondering what the heck is dowsing, it's when I use a pendulum and I use the autonomic motor system that connects with the body, which is the unconscious mind, and the direct connection to higher self, whilst remaining in a central channel, releasing off any filters and distortion so I can get a clear message. And literally, I have charts pointing me to recommendations that higher self gives. So let's look at the second step here. Okay, interesting. So a lot of this energy, about a third of this energy of uncertainty and those limiting beliefs is not even your energy. It's
Oh,
projections. Yeah, it's projections by other people. So, higher self is recommending a clearing psychic attack and installing a 15D mirror shield just to release off those projections and then just contain you in a bubble while you continue to develop your own source energy and connection to your energy so that in future you won't need this shielding. So that's the second recommendation. And let's find out higher self. I'm just going to ensure that the connection is fully 100%. Okay, so it's continuing to point to my program, which is my step 2 program, Clear Your Soul Records and Your Energy Field. So there's more clearing work that's being recommended. Okay, so please indicate what session would be advisable. Okay. Okay, so advisable soul retrieval. So often when we feel very disconnected from ourselves, it's because the soul has split off from its connection to the body. So have you been feeling a little sort of spacey, disconnected, maybe a little bit dizzy at times?
Physically dizzy? No.
Or
Um,
ungrounded?
I think probably, but then I can't really describe it. Maybe it's the scatterness is a characteristic
Yeah,
of
that,
that, and the inability to kind of, the ability to stay centered only for a short while, and then everything kind
yeah,
of like
yeah.
you lose it again, and yeah,
I get you. I get you. I've been there.
yeah,
And it's the ability for our energy to stay integrated
oh
within our
yeah.
auric field, connected to the body, so that we feel grounded. So in times of stress or trauma, sometimes soul parts disconnect from the body, and so we can
Mm,
feel this kind of scattered feeling. So definitely bringing back those soul parts will help for you to feel a bit more integrated.
mm.
So these are some of the initial steps that Higher Self recommends you to take. Do you have any questions for me about these observations?
Uh, no, I'm drawing a blank right now. I'm kind of in receiving mode, and I'm not in any questioning mental mode right now.
Mhm.
So it's going blank. I'll just leave it at that. And that's okay.
Yeah, and actually, that can be a very good space to be in because it's openness, receptivity, and it's also the space that we can operate in when we are trying to change habits or even beliefs about ourselves. So the kind of the blank or the I don't know state can be very useful to work with. Okay, so usually at this point in my free conversations with people, I make certain recommendations. People can either book a longer consultation process with me where we really get down to the nitty-gritty of what is blocking people from moving forward on their soul mission path and doing a fuller holistic assessment on the spiritual, mental, emotional, and physical levels, and coming up with a proper program to get you fully aligned with your soul mission. Now, other people at this stage might feel like they want to check out my free energy soul healing session. So I'm going to put the link for that down below. But for now, Denise, thank you for taking this time for yourself and for getting some clarity on what is going on for you and some solutions for moving forward.
Thank you so much for your time, energy, and effort that you're put towards this. Much appreciated.
You're most welcome. Bye for now.
Bye.